Hello, how are you? Good. So it's what day is it? Day 3 of self-isolation in the Big Brother house. It's been alright so far. I haven't killed anyone, so that's good. What have I been doing? What have I been doing? Oh yeah. So I've been a bit busy with all the task force that I set up like over a week ago now. So yeah, it's going well. Websites all being sorted. So hopefully we should have that up and running in the next few more days. Hopefully by Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. Just need to get some content onto it, and then we are ready to roll. Big shout out to Creed Marketing in Rayleigh for sorting this out. Emily Hewitt, so thank you to you for helping with this. Obviously our group's still growing all the time. We have a meeting tomorrow, hopefully, with the district council, so we can actually get things moving and working with them and the voluntary sector here in Watford District. What else? So yeah, after there was a bit of a spat between myself, the district and the county council, because they haven't really been doing anything. Though I know that Essex County have set up a coronavirus support network, but they haven't really got much traction on that. They've got maybe 14,000 or 16,000 people in the group, and about maybe 14,000 on their Facebook page, but they've only got about 2,000 volunteers that have signed up. So there's no collaboration happening with a lot of these groups at the moment, which is quite disappointing. And I think there's got to be around about maybe 20 of us across the county, but there's no collaboration at all, so it's pretty poor. So obviously we've got a meeting tomorrow. What else is going on? I had Saturday, that was yesterday obviously, had the Green Party conference. That was good. Wasn't on it for a whole day sadly because our internet decided to go. We've had so much issue with the internet. As I said I think I said in my last video that it's my phone buzzing. What was I going to say? I forgot. I forgot now. Oh, rubbish. Oh, no. That's annoying. Anyway. So yes, as I said in my last video, that obviously there was an accident down the end of the street on the main road where I am, and someone hit the green box that connects the internet for the whole, like a third of the town, and someone hit that, and obviously we've been having so much issues with the internet for the last few days, and we're still having it. Apparently, I've been told that BT Openreach has to keep pushing a battery in every time it runs out, just to keep it going. So I think it lasts for like maybe 6 or 7 hours, and then obviously it dies, and then they have to put a new battery in, and then obviously we don't have internet for like an hour, which is annoying, but it's copable. We can manage. But yeah, so hopefully they're going to try and get that all sorted as quickly as possible so we can have continuous internet. Obviously, there's always that concern that the more people use the internet during the day, then obviously there's going to be an influx, and then depending on if the system can actually cope. And obviously we've seen a massive change in government strategy, where they've actually now announced a huge amount of money being injected into businesses, into universal credit, where they're going to be paying 80% of people's wages up to £2,500 per month for the next 3 months, I think. And obviously there's a mortgage holiday that they've worked with banks, and there's so much going on. And obviously today, which is Sunday by the way, the 22nd of March at 25 to 1. So this is a bit longer video because I was chatting. I didn't do my video yesterday, so that's my fault. So this is going to be a bit longer than usual. So I usually do these videos about like 5-7 minutes, so this might be a bit longer, so sorry. What else has been happening? Not much really. Trying to survive really. I've got a really big spot again. I don't know what's going on. Keep getting spots. Another one there. Oh look, the world. Lovely. It's nice actually. Yeah. Talking rubbish now. So yeah. I think it's still strange though that we're in this situation. We have this global pandemic that obviously no one's seen for like over 100 years, or just a pandemic on this scale for like over 100 years. Obviously during this 1918 pandemic there was millions that died, and I hope we don't get to that stage. Though obviously China have said for the third executive day they haven't had any new cases, which is really questionable because obviously China's a communist country, so are they really telling us the truth? And they said only 80,000 people got infected. Nah, I think that's wrong. I think more have got infected. They have over 1 billion population. So I don't think they're telling us the truth. I think there's more to it. Though obviously it's good that they shared the virus's genetics with the scientific community across the world. And obviously there are so many people that are working so many hours, and they have done for months now since the virus first broke out back in December last year in 2019, and they've been working around the clock, where some scientists are only sleeping 4 hours a day non-stop, and they're trying to find a cure, well, a vaccine for this, as they did with measles, mumps, and then obviously they've found a cure for polio in the last 100 years as well. They haven't found a cure for HIV yet, though there might be some years away, about less than 10, but obviously that might increase now because obviously the coronavirus, which is fine. I'm more than happy to keep taking my tablets because that keeps me going. But obviously with government advice, they're obviously saying that those who have HIV, asthma, COPD, what else was there? 1 minute, let me check quickly. Come on, where is it? There we go. So, chronic respiratory diseases such as asthma, chronic obstruction, pulmonary disease, COPD, emphysema, bronchitis, chronic heart disease such as heart failure, chronic kidney disease, chronic liver disease such as hepatitis. Thankfully, I've had vaccinations for that. Chronic neurology conditions such as Parkinson's disease. Wow, I didn't know that. Motor neuron disease, multiple sclerosis, a learning disability, or cerebral palsy, diabetes, problems with your spleen, for example, sickle cell disease, or if you've had your spleen removed, a weakened immune system as a result of conditions such as HIV and AIDS, or medicines such as steroids, tablets, or chemotherapy. So obviously those who are obviously undergoing cancer treatment, which is a huge concern for those as well. It's just a huge concern for everyone really, but emphasising on those obviously over the age of 70, regardless of medical conditions, under 70 with an underlying health condition listed below, as I've said what those conditions are, i.e. anyone instructed to get flu jab as an adult each year on medical grounds. And obviously it lists all the categories, and then obviously being seriously overweight and body mass index BMI of over 40 or above, and those who are pregnant. So and obviously the World Health Organization stated, I think on Friday, those who are pregnant are definitely hugely at risk. Sorry, my Twitter's going off my phone. But obviously there are those who who will be at a greater risk of severe illness from Covid-19. So this is all on the government website. So if you just go to gov.uk, government publications, Covid-19 guidance on social distancing and for vulnerable people, and it's all on there. So adhere to the advice. Don't go out. Don't let your really kids go out. There's no the Deputy Medical Officer for England has said that there is no instruction to say that children can't go outside, but obviously stick to the social distancing, stay up to 2 metres apart from their friends, etc. I know some kids may not understand that, but I think in a way you have to keep telling them in a nice way that unfortunately they've got to do this. earth is that? Oh, yeah, so kids have definitely got to use social distancing. It's not been used. I don't even know when social distancing was ever used. But yeah, adhere to the advice. I'm at risk, and I don't think my mate's going to see this. She's going to go, oh no, I'm worried. I'm fine, don't worry. I live with her. I don't want to get ill. I don't want to end up in ICU on a ventilator. I don't really want to die, basically. It's the truth. I don't want to die. I'm 32. I've got so much left to do. Yeah. It is a little bit surreal, actually. Well, funny enough, I was actually talking to one of my friends yesterday. And I said, I just can't believe this is happening. It's just surreal. It is. It kind of makes me think. Ooh, sugar. That was close. Must turn my Twitter off when I do these videos. Must do. As I was saying, yeah. I was talking to my friend yesterday, and it's just unbelievable that we're in this. This is actually happening, and we're only nearly coming to April in 8 days, and we're in April, and we're going through a global pandemic. Now, obviously, and as I was going to say as well, that now over 300,000 people have been confirmed as having Covid-19. Those are the ones, obviously, that they've captured. Generally, there will probably be a lot of those in hospital, but obviously I know that the United States, Germany, France, Spain have been doing a huge amount of testing, like they did in China. The influx of people obviously going for testing dramatically increased, and obviously so do the cases. So it is more a case now, what happens? Does this mean I'm going to be instructed by the government that I need to stay indoors for 12 weeks? I need to self-isolate for 12 weeks. I am going to anyway. Obviously, about a new job, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Obviously, I'm going to hear from them next week whether I get the role or not, or go for a second interview, actually. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. It's quite surreal, actually. But yes, but I'm keeping cheerful. I was in a really hyper mood yesterday. I don't know why. It's just so bizarre. And it's really hard not to touch your face. And I think I'm really stressed as well. My eyebrow keeps twitching, which is really annoying. Sorry. No, never mind. I can't stop it. So yeah, my eye is twitching. Anyway, it's really annoying me. It's a chesty cough, don't panic. So yeah, it is a little bit of a. You do think to yourself, going, oh, are we going to wake up from this kind of dream? It does feel like a bit of a dream sometimes. But I'm going to go back to what the government has been doing and what things have been put into place for businesses, for universal credit, etc., and kind of supporting those. It's the most. I tweeted someone yesterday and I said this is the most socialist right-wing government we've ever had. But emphasising the word socialist, they are doing all this, injecting in money in different areas, and this is the most socialist right-wing government, which I think there ever will be. But then, in my lifetime probably there will be. But then you never know what can happen in 20 years. Things could totally change. And obviously if the government gets this all wrong, then they're not only going to be putting millions of people at risk, but we could see a huge increase in deaths because of the slow intake that they've done on their strategy. So, and it's interesting really. But yeah, it's having a socialist right-wing government is little bit strange. but whether we hopefully see the end of the light of this in the next 3 to 6 months, who knows? We really do not know. It is more a case that it is a wait and see game. But I don't think this is going to be the end of this. I think this is going to have the same patterns as we saw in 1918. And there are some of those who were actually born in 1918 when that pandemic started, and they lived through it. So obviously it's depending on what they did. Which I don't think they could have really anticipated the amount of people that died. But yes, so really cheery note. But yeah, so I am keeping myself busy, keeping myself active. I'm going to be doing exercising tomorrow because I've just been sitting on my arse a lot. I have. Really need to start doing exercises. So I'm going to have to start watching that Joe Wicks tomorrow. That would be really good. Because obviously Joe Wicks is going to be doing exercises on YouTube for free. It's like brilliant. Oh, that's the other thing. Yeah, we've teamed up with the Speaker. So it's speaker.co.uk. Shout out to you guys. And we're going to be working with them on getting information out there from them on analytics on what the government's obviously producing with financial initiatives, job retention scheme, etc. Stuff like that. I'm not going to be doing like reporting on Covid-19 about the number of cases and deaths because I think that's unpractical. It's about trying to find anything that's funny, uplifting, heart amazing videos to put out on our content. So, because obviously we have a Facebook group, Facebook page, and hopefully a website in a few days. So we're going to try and get that on there as much as we possibly can do. So it's going to be a mammoth task, but I'm up for it. I'm looking forward to it because it keeps a lot of us busy and active and kind of off the main topic of COVID-19. So yeah, we're going to be doing that, which will be fun. So don't forget, if you want to comment, give me feedback or anything, let me know. Drop me a message on the comments below or anywhere that you can do. You can get hold of me on email, on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter. You can all find my stuff around somewhere. Right, see you all later. Bye.